If you're a graphic designer, photographer, artist, or even videographer, then you're in the right place. We're looking at the HP Envy X360 versus the HP Spectre X360. I have run each of these laptops through 14 plus creator focused benchmarks covering video editing in Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve, graphic design, photo editing, and more. Which one should you buy?
Let's get rocking!
If you're new to the channel, my name is Benji Kaiser. This is where you're going to find the best tech and tools for creative professionals. Also, if you're curious about the exact pricing and availability of either of these models as we're going through the video, you can head down in the description below and click one of those links. Now, if you do use that link to make a purchase, I will get a small commission, but at no extra cost to you. And that's what keeps this channel alive and the helpful content coming your way. Kicking things off with the build quality, the Envy X360 and the Spectre X360 both come in all aluminum chassis designs. Each totes its own unique styling, with the Spectre showing off its regal design aesthetics, deep gray surfaces with gold trim, beveled edges. This laptop is in a category of its own. The Envy X360 takes a more classical approach with its silver aluminum surfaces and smooth beveled edges. If you're looking for discrete professionalism, I would go for the Envy X360, but if you want to show off a little bit more, then I would go for the Spectre X360. As far as durability is concerned, the HP Spectre seems a slightly more rigid than the Envy X360, but barely. The top cover and bottom cover seem ever so slightly, and I really mean slightly, thicker on the Spectre X360, which gives it a little bit more of that durable feel. But I will say that the classic shape of the Envy X360 makes it a little more comfortable to carry in your hands due to its more traditional shape. So this may help it from slipping out of your hands while carrying it around, but honestly, it feels like splitting hairs when you talk about it this way. They're both well-assembled laptops, and you can't go wrong really with either one as far as the build's concerned. Regarding the ports on each of these laptops, I always encourage people to think about their own use cases. The latest and greatest ports, well, they're great, but if they don't fit your needs, then they don't really make sense for you to have them. So observe the ports listed shown here and choose wisely. As you can see, they have nearly the same spec ports, although the Spectre does have newer generation Thunderbolt, and two of them at that. As I open the lid on each of these laptops, I am able to do so with one hand. The hinges are smooth and strong. There's only a slight bit of screen flex on the HP Envy X360 and the Spectre X360. They both have very similar screen hinge configurations to operate the full articulating screen. Speaking of, both screens open to 360 degrees with ease, and the pen capabilities are excellent on both. I did a lot of tests on each of these laptops masking out thumbnails, and they both share the same responsive touch sensitivity with the pen. Either one will make a great pick for on-the-go digital artists, designers, or photo editors. Where we are going to see some of the main differences is in the performance, which is coming up later in the video. So hang on for that. It'll be here very soon. Regarding the pen, do note that the HP store includes the pen with the purchase of the laptop, and you can check out those product listings by clicking the affiliate links in the description below. But if you don't purchase on the HP store, make sure you verify the listing you're purchasing. Make sure that it includes the pen. Sometimes they don't include the pen, but most of the time they do. What I'm saying is just double check before ordering. What about the ventilation on each of these laptops? The HP Envy X360 has vents on the top of the keyboard deck, bottom of the chassis, and behind the keyboard deck. Whereas the Spectre X360 has vents on the bottom of the chassis, on the top of the keyboard deck, and on both side panels. How noisy are these fans, and how well do they cool the laptops during the benchmark test? Coming up later in the video. At idle, the HP Envy X360 and the Spectre X360 do not produce any noticeable fan noise. During web browsing, the HP Envy and the Spectre kick on to about 32 decibels. During the 4K video editing export in Premiere Pro, the HP Envy ramps up to about 47 decibels, and the Spectre is quite a bit quieter at 37 decibels. During DaVinci Resolve export, the Envy is at 46 decibels, and the Spectre is at 44 decibels. Now, for the Photoshop benchmark test, the HP Envy was at 44 decibels, and the Spectre was at 49 decibels. Now, to check how well the fans did cooling the components during those different tests, here are the benchmark results. As you can see from the thermal test, the Spectre and Envy are both very cool laptops. They both managed to sit on the lower end of my thermal charts. This is great news for any designer, photographer, or digital artist, as your computer will perform cool and quiet for hours at a time. Speaking of runtime, how is the on-the-go capability of each of these laptops? Let's check out the size, weight, and battery life to see how long each of these will last off the charger. The HP Spectre x360 weighs in at 4.23 pounds and at a thickness of 0.79 inches thick, whereas the HP Envy x360 weighs in at 4.2 pounds at a thickness of 0.74 inches thick. Concerning battery life, the HP Spectre x360 will get roughly 10 hours of web browsing and about 8 hours of design and video editing out of its 72.9 watt-hour battery, whereas the HP Envy x360 will get roughly 6 to 7 hours of web browsing and about 4 to 5 hours of design and video editing out of its 51 watt-hour battery. If you're going for a longer on-the-go experience, that beefier battery in the Spectre will do the job. Otherwise, they are almost identical in form factor as far as weight and thickness are concerned. What about color accuracy and color gamut range? Something I consider quite important for designers, photographers, and artists. The HP Envy x360 comes with a 15.6-inch Full HD display that can reach 256 nits at full brightness. The HP Envy x360 has a color gamut range of 64% sRGB, 48% Adobe RGB, and 48% DCI-P3. Not very impressive, but do note that if you upgrade the screen to a 4K variant, you will increase the color gamut range tremendously. For example, the HP Spectre with its 4K non-OLED display can reach 340 nits at full brightness and has a color gamut range of 97% sRGB, 77% Adobe RGB, and 79% DCI-P3, all at a delta E of 1.37. So if color gamut range is what you're looking for, either snag this Spectre x360 with its 4K display or consider upgrading the Envy x360 for improved color gamut range. Both keyboards are well designed. They both have a nice, firm, snappy key press and suitable layout for creator-focused tasks. I will say that I lean towards preferring the Spectre x360 as the keycaps have a softer finish on top than compared to the Envy, but still that is mere preferential. Both the HP Spectre x360 and the HP Envy x360 come with all-in-one trackpads with a click built in. They are well engineered with no shakiness where it is mounted to the laptop. The click is quiet and smooth on each of these laptops. To me, this feels great while conducting video edits, designing in Adobe's Design Suite, and more. Here is an audio sample of me typing on each keyboard and using the trackpad. If you're needing a laptop to attend virtual meetings, then either laptop will work as they each come with 720p webcam in this head-to-head battle. If you're enjoying this video and getting some value and you want to save money on your next laptop or desktop PC purchase, then you don't want to miss out on my texting community, 850-306-4644. A lot of things will be happening here, but most importantly, I'm excited about the weekly tech deals I will be sending exclusively to my texting community. So every week, you'll get a fresh lineup of the latest deals on discounted laptops delivered to your phone via text message. Plus, there's a few other ways to engage with me directly, so text in to find out, 850-306-4644. On to the main event, the performance benchmarking test between the HP Spectre x360 and the HP Envy x360. The Spectre x360 I am reviewing comes with the Intel 11th Gen Core i7-1165G7 with 4 cores and 8 threads, Intel Iris Xe graphics, 16 gigs of RAM, and a 512 gig SSD. Whereas the Envy x360 comes again with the 11th Gen i7-1165G7, 4 cores, 8 threads, NVIDIA's GeForce MX 450, 16 gigs of RAM, and 512 gig SSD. Now you may be asking why have slightly different spec configurations. Well, this video is what we like to refer to as a two birds, one stone kind of video. Since both laptops actually come with Intel's 11th Gen Core i7-1165G7 plus Intel Iris Xe graphics configuration online, so you can buy either one. Now you can see how these models perform up against the NVIDIA MX 450 equipped model. So it'll allow you to get you some perspective. So if you like the performance of, say, the Spectre, but you want the chassis of the Envy, then you can snag it with those specs. I'll link a few different variants in the description below so that after we finish up the performance test, you can check out the pricing of each model and make your decision accordingly. Okay, let's get into it. Starting off the Photoshop benchmarks, I use the Photoshop Puget Systems benchmark to see how well a laptop can handle the most intense tool in Adobe's design suite. If a laptop can perform well in Photoshop, it will handle InDesign and Illustrator with ease. Both laptops perform well, capturing an equally suitable mid-range spot on my chart. This makes each of these laptops a great fit for Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. But do note that the Spectre was able to pull off a slightly better score, snagging a 623 over the HP Envy x360 601. You can also use this reference if you're considering other design or photography-focused software, such as Affinity Photo, Sketch, and Figma. Now let's jump into my favorite benchmark test, video editing. First, I'm going to start off with a playback test. For this test, I'm going to take a 9-minute 4K clip, adding some motion graphics, and then playing it back in the timeline at full quality. This clip contains 16,177 frames in total, and 7,240 of those frames being motion graphics. During this test, the HP Envy saw drop frame rates as follows. At full quality, 4,969. At half quality, 0 drop frames, and at fourth quality, 0 drop frames. And for the Spectre x360 with its Intel Xe graphics, saw drop frame rates as follows. At full quality, 11,907. At half quality, 755. And at fourth quality, 2 drop frames. So if you're looking for a laptop to run 4K video editing, then I would lean towards the Envy with its NVIDIA MX450 graphics processor. Now, not to cause any more choices, but if you're disappointed by those results, you can actually check out my head-to-head review between the Spectre x360 with the Xe graphics and the Spectre x360 with dedicated NVIDIA GPU. I'll link that up in the YouTube cards above if you want to check it out, if you want to see how that performs. Considering that I was only running Premiere Pro during these tests, you may see slightly higher drop frame rates while multitasking, but you can easily switch to half or fourth quality to continue to get smooth playback in the timeline. Concerning the rendering of the motion graphics effects, I was able to render out the 7,240 frames in just 12 minutes and 9 seconds using the Spectre x360, and only a bit faster at 7 minutes and 34 seconds for the HP Envy x360. Moving on to the 4K export test, I'm going to take a 9-minute 4K clip, place it into Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve using the free version of DaVinci Resolve, and then export both out at 1080p and 4K YouTube settings. The Spectre x360 Premiere Pro 4K to 4K export took 10 minutes and 8 seconds. The Envy took 9 minutes and 37 seconds. The Premiere Pro 4K to 1080p export took the Spectre 15 minutes and 47 seconds. The Envy 4K to 1080p, 8 minutes and 8 seconds. For DaVinci Resolve 4K to 4K, the Spectre took 28 minutes and 21 seconds. For the Envy, 36 minutes and 0 seconds. For the DaVinci Resolve 4K to 1080p, 13 minutes and 47 seconds out of the Spectre, and 20 minutes and 24 seconds out of the Envy. As you can tell by the performance benchmarks of these two laptops, they are far more suited for design and photography and digital art. If you're going to do 1080p editing and some occasional light 4K, it would work well, but if you're someone who wants to get into some serious 4K video editing, I would steer you towards the HP Omen or the HP ZBook Create G7 workstation. I filmed a dedicated review for that if you want to check it out, and I can also link up those laptops in the description below if you want to compare prices. The HP Omen is actually very competitively priced for the performance that it packs. So again, description below for the laptops and YouTube cards above for the comparison between those two more powerful like workstation-oriented laptops. Now regarding the thermal performance during the 4K video edit, you can see that the Spectre x360 and the HP Envy x360 are both running at just about 60 degrees Celsius during the stabilized temps. So that's great thermal temperatures for these laptops and really any laptop in general. And here is the component usage of each of these laptops during the key benchmark tests. And if you're curious about the differences between these two laptops in simulated benchmarks, here are the Geekbench and Cinebench R20 test results. If you're looking for a laptop that has classic styling, great pen capabilities with an articulating screen, excellent performance in Adobe's design suite, plus it gives you some solid 1080p video editing capabilities and maybe some light 4K, all packed inside a well-built aluminum chassis, then I would consider the HP Envy x360. However, if you want a gorgeous regal laptop with deep gray finish and gold beveled edges, performing slightly better in Adobe's design suite. But I will warn you against video editing on this specific spec model, but you do have excellent color gamut range and a solid pen sensitivity and a full articulating screen, then I would snag the HP Spectre x360. Don't forget, affiliate links in the description below if you're curious about the exact price or availability, and if you do make a purchase, we'll get a small commission, but at no extra cost to you, which keeps this channel alive and the helpful content coming your way. For more videos about the Spectre x360 or HP Envy, click or tap the screen over there. Otherwise, keep editing, keep designing, keep creating. I'm Benji Kaiser, and I'll see you here in the next video.